Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. Our mission here at the garage, guys, is to save you as much money as we can. That's why we make these absolutely free videos. Let's go ahead and start on it now. Today we're going to show you how to remove and replace the rear bumper cover on a Volkswagen Jetta MK5 5th generation, which will be from 2005 all the way until 2010. Okay guys, in order to remove the bumper we will need to remove the outer tail light as well, both of them, left and right. We'll show you why, because underneath right here there is two bolts that we'll need to remove, and they're right under the tail light. So we remove the left side, but we're going to show you on the right side. It's identical for both sides as well. So what you need to do, you need to go inside the trunk and open that cap right there. And after you do that, there is two nuts that you need to remove with a 10mm socket. Okay, right there. One is on the bottom and one is on top. So get those loose and you can just turn them by hand. Even they're pretty easy. And you can see the one on top is right there. It's a little bit limited room. I have to show you. Okay. So take this one all the way as well. And after that we want to hook the wires, okay, and the bulbs, to show you exactly what we need to do to pull the tail light out. So now that cable, that top cable there, we need to remove. You need to push towards each other. Okay, let me show you, just like that. You push in on both and you pull it out. And now you need to release the bulbs, the bulb assembly right there. So on the bottom there is two notches, I think. And let me show you exactly. Okay, those right there, you need to push on them up, on both of them at the same time, and you can pull that thing out. Okay, now if you grab the tail light on the outside with your hands, you can just pull it out like that. That's what it looks like. So the tail light is out of the way now, and as you can see, two more bolts right here on this side. So you need to remove left and right side. Okay guys, for that job you won't even need to remove the rear tires. It will be easier if you do, but you don't have to. So now right there with the T25 there is one screw that we need to remove, okay, as you can see right there, and there is one above that one. So altogether there is two screws. You can remove those without removing the tire. Now there is one plastic clip here. Okay, we remove that one to show you how it works, guys. So that piece right here, our scuff is broken. You need to pull the middle part out, and then you can pull the whole clip out. And after you do that, you need to go to under the tail light right here with this one is a T30 now too, and you need to remove these two bolts right here. So as you know, we're on the passenger side now, so two bolts under the tail light, one clip holding the fender to the rear quarter panel. Okay, that's what the bolt looks like, and two screws there. So far pretty simple. It's not very complicated procedure, guys. You should be able to do no problem. Okay, the second one, it's identical to the first one that we just removed. You will see it now right there. As you can see, that's what it looks like. Now we need to go underneath the vehicle actually. Okay, and there is a few more that we need to remove. So there is two on the side, okay, with a T25 again, two screws. I'll just take a video like that so you can guys see where exactly they are, and those are very short and they come out pretty easy. Okay, just like that. You can see what it looks like, just a regular screw. And now you're going to need that T30, and underneath the bumper on the back side of it there is a couple more bolts that we will need to remove. I think it's three of them that I can see. Okay, those are kind of like the one that are under the tail light. Okay, so one we removed already. Now the second one is right there in the middle, so you need to remove this one as well. Okay, and there is one more at the very end of the bumper cover on this section on the driver's side. Okay, and you can see the screw from the top, so if those are rusty, you can spray them overnight so they can come out easy, because it tends to accumulate a lot of rust there. So yeah, ours are not, because this car has not been exposed to any moisture and snow. Okay, and there is 3 screws now. Okay, you can see one on the bottom, one in the middle, and one on top with that T25 that we need to remove. On the other side we removed only 2. We forgot about the one on the bottom, guys, so you need to go ahead and remove the one on the bottom as well. But now we need to remove that clip that's holding the bumper here now as well, like we did on the other side. Alright guys, we pulled that clip out as well, just to show you it's messed up deal, just like the other one. So you probably need to buy replacements if they break, if they've never been removed. It's very possible that they will break. Okay, now we need to remove those 2 bolts under the left tail light, outer tail light, with that T32 again. So that just like the other side, just 2 bolts, get them loose and take them out all the way. Okay, that's the second one now. Okay, it's out of there. So now we need to go and remove that third screw on the passenger side that we forgot under the fender liner, guys. The one on the very bottom. We just totally forgot about this one. It was covered in mud and we couldn't see it, but okay, it's right there. So we need to remove that one as well. Okay, right there, we remove that one. Alright guys, so we still have quite a bit to do right now. What we need to do, as you can see, it goes right here. So there is two more screws that we need to remove that hold that bumper. Okay, bumper support right here, otherwise you won't be able to pull it out, because you need to slide it to the back. Most of the vehicles you can start opening the bumper, but this one you can't. You don't want to screw it up, so you need to remove that carpet liner here for the trunk. And now we need to remove that piece right here. Okay, and there is 2 plastic nuts there. We'll show you there towards the bottom, one on the left, one on the right side. And you need to remove those with a flathead screwdriver. Okay, that's what they look like. And remove both of them, and after that we'll show you how to remove that piece, so we can pull that lining here, okay, that carpet, and access that bolt, because the bolt is right there on the bottom. Okay, it's that one right there, but it's really hard to get to, and you won't be probably able to pull it out without doing a little bit more disassembling. And now if you start getting it out of the seal here, there is a few clips on the bottom, 4 clips, so if you pry those you'll be able to remove that one. And now right here we have to remove a few more, so we can pull those to the side as well. Okay guys, now you need a Allen wrench, a 3mm right here, and now you need to you just start unscrewing this one, okay, just like that, and pull it out a little bit. You need to help it probably with a screwdriver if they get stuck, but this one is going, as you can see, okay, just like that. And once you unscrew the middle part, you'll be able to remove the clip, but it's still going, okay. Okay, just like that. And now you can pull the screw out, and now you can pull the clip out with the, okay, you can see with a flathead screwdriver, and it's free now. And we have one more like that on this side as well. Okay, and we're ready to pull them out. And now there is one on the bottom right there as well, on this side, and one on the other side. So we need to remove those 2, okay, just the same way like we did those. Okay, now you can start pulling it. There is a few clips here and there, okay, you're going to hear them snap out, okay, just like that. And now we drop the ratchet because we were trying to remove the bolt, okay, without actually removing that carpet liner here. And you can see, I'll try to show you from right here, you can see that screw right here, okay, that's the one that we're turning, and it's pretty tight. It's not going to go by hand because it's a screw, it's not a bolt. So unfortunately you have to do that on both sides, left and right, so we can remove the bumper in a proper way. Otherwise you won't be able to remove it, or you will damage it and you won't be able to install the new one. Okay, it's almost out. Let us show you what it looks like exactly. Okay, that's the bolt, right? That's the screw, guys, right here. And we need to do the same procedure on the left side again. You just need to pull that carpet liner out, and you can reach it from right here. It's pretty limited room, but you'll be able to do it. That way it gives you more space. Okay, that's the second one. Right there. We pull that one out. Okay guys, and now you need to grab it and pull it towards the back. As you can see, pretty simple. There is no prying on or anything like that. You need to hold it good, because otherwise you're going to damage it. Okay, and that's it, guys. That's it. That's how simple it is once you know what to do. Okay, and that's why we needed to pull it to the back, because it slides that way. As you can see, it gets stuck on those, so it doesn't come loose. Some bumpers, they have clips and you can just pull them out, but those on the Jetta you need to pull towards the back. And here you go, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hopefully, guys, the video was helpful. Please do not forget to comment, like, subscribe. That way we can keep making these absolutely free videos. Guys, we have more than 19,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channels that can, guys, save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. Check them out. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.